watching that F5 team. No, it doesn't even say F5 anymore.
I wish I was playing 10 years ago because I'm pretty sure I would have got some 10k finish.
Mind your business.
A certain Egyptian king is being ignored.
Saint Maximus. Oh my goodness.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Only One Bonus Point, light take on the deep game. We're your hosts. My name is Ray.
My name's RJ.
And I'm Law.
What's happening, fellas?
What's going on?
What's happening, fellas?
How are we?
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
It's been a minute. Ray, how you doing?
I'm good. It's the business end of the season now, isn't it? We're pretty much into the last month. So, just
final stretch.
Yeah. Final stretch in every way. FPL, football. So yeah. But
let's not do that.
I think now, moving on swiftly. I think we can now start executing our chips that we've held, isn't it? So.
Oh yeah, it's time. It's
really
chip
fun part of the season, isn't it?
We were setting up to this, weren't we?
Yeah, definitely chip season. And now it's to execute those plans that we've been talking about. But fellas, as we know, game week 34 is upon us. Game week 33 is almost done. Chelsea still playing. But before we get into all the juice and all the meat, don't forget to like and subscribe on the button down there. And don't forget to share with your people because, as I always say, everything you guys do is greatly appreciated. And, Law, where can you find us on Twitter? Or X?
On Twitter. On X. We are at Only One Bonus Point. Is the number one. Individually.
There you go.
Just keep going.
Individually, if you want to talk to just me and not the other two, then you can catch me at only1_law.
But, in reality, if you want to catch me, your real boy, it's at _only1. RJ?
I'm at Ray_Cure. You can also email us, onlyoneBonusPoint@gmail.com with the number 1 and the mini league code, RJ.
If you haven't joined already, Oscar Charlie, 3 Bravo Kilo. Fellas. I've already said it, but what are we going into today?
So we will go into our current game week 33 scores, still a live game week. We'll be planning ahead with the wonderful Ben Krellin. We now have obviously the finalized fixtures, so now we can really plan. We shall be going through the double game week 34 fixtures, bit of a preview, give a couple of the assets that we're looking at the moment, bust teams, a free hit draft, and so much more. So, as we know, the person with the lowest points goes first. So, Law, please go ahead.
Yes, another one for me. This one was a painful one. Another missed deadline, so I had the captain on the wrong person.
Wait, what?
Who
missed the deadline? Wait, what?
Yeah, I did
No.
early.
We're not squaring over this. You did what?
Yeah, I missed another. I've had a lot going on over the last couple of weeks, and
unforgivable.
Fantasy has just not been in my head.
Bust team.
Yeah, it didn't do the bust team. So I did the transfer early. And then, didn't set my captain. Do you know what I did? I set it on Draft Hound and didn't set it on the actual app. So if you see, the video, the quick update that you kindly recorded for us last week, the captain armband was on Haaland, but in an actual game, I didn't change it. Yeah, so that's 10 points lost. But anyway, currently, before the Chelsea game kicked off, I was on 29 points. Neto for 0. Gabriel 0, Gusto hadn't played yet, Reguilon with 8, Garnacho with 4, Son with 1, Salah captain 4, Palmer yet to play, Saka 2, Haaland 10, Tony didn't come on the pitch, got 0, so I got Muniz off the bench for 2, which is a hefty 130k red arrow, putting me at the 935,530 rank, which is now dropping, even though I have Palmer and he's going off. It's slowly going a little bit further down. Not the best week.
What was your move, Law? Did you make it?
Doherty to Gusto.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah. Painful one.
don't really know what to say to you, man.
It's just one of them seasons, isn't it? It's just what it is. I'm just coasting along at this point.
them awkward ones,
begrudgingly coming to these episodes every week.
It's just a bit awkward. You know what I mean? It's just a bit awkward. Don't know what to tell you.
We can't even insult him anymore.
It's just mean at this point.
Yeah, you know what it was? It's just
mean.
And I'm having a terrible one.
bro, it's just like oof. I mean, yeah.
But this one's even all on me. Just a missed deadline. Well, not even a missed deadline, just a bad bus team.
It's a missed deadline. Don't try it.
It's both. It's both. BOEF. Both.
Okay. Next is myself.
Right.
So my transfer this game week was Son to Luis Diaz. So Dubravka with 6. Van Dijk is just... If it wasn't for the double game week, I would have taken him out weeks ago. He's been awful for me. But Van Dijk with 2, Udogie with 0, Gabriel with 0, Luis Diaz with 2, Salah with 2, Garnacho with 4. Couldn't believe he came off at half time. Saka with 2. Palmer currently on a hat-trick. Haaland captain with 20. Solanke with 7. Bench, Turner, Mateta, Zabani, and Taylor. 45 points at the moment. This morning. Current live rank is 523.2. So currently a 20k green, but I think it will be maybe close to a red after Palmer's haul. So yeah, that's where I sit at the moment. Similar like Law, just kind of want the season to kind of go now, but still got a couple of chips left, which I'm sure we'll talk about. But yeah, that's where I'm at the moment.
It's not as painful, but it's just still a green.
I'm numb to the pain now.
Still a green though. It's still a green. Are you mad about a green?
No, but it won't be with Palmer's haul.
Is it officially? It won't be.
It will probably be a 1/2% red arrow, but at this point, Anyway.
Okay, so we're doing early transfer. So I did. What did I do?
Live update. Palmer scored again.
Live update. Oh.
4 goals.
4 goals.
The guy is a killer.
He's joined top scorer in the Premier League now. He's joined top scorer.
Yeah, joined top goal scorer. It's crazy.
Oh my God.
But yes, so I started with Areola. Luckily, he didn't start. So I have Leno coming off the bench for 9, which is a massive differential for me. Yeah. Gusto at the moment is on a clean sheet. Touch wood. Saliba with 1. 8 Nori didn't play. Palmer is on 4 goals, 3 bonus points. De Bruyne on 2. Salah on 2. Saka on 2. Wood on 2. Another massive differential that I didn't think was a differential. Isaac with 12 and Haaland captain. So I took a -4 because I wanted to take a little gamble before my free hit and my wild card, which was Wood in for Muniz and De Bruyne in for Son. 2 moves I backed because Son went off early and Muniz blanked as well. But I really expected Wood to score a 5th goal in a row. 4 goals so far, but 4 consecutive goals. But I really expected him to get 1, but it's all right. It's minor. So before the substitutes, I was on a red arrow, but it looks like I'm on a green. Up to 85k at the moment, but I think it might drop to like 88k due to Palmer. But with Gusto's clean sheet, it might even take me a bit higher. So it's about 10k increase. I'm happy. And then we're set up for the free hit and wildcard, man. Yeah, mate. Why did I make Palmer captain, bro?
Everyone's thinking that, boy.
Oh, well, I got Mikalenko coming in for 8 Norris, so you're probably on like a -2.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, if we did it again, though, knowing Haaland was going to start, I'm pretty sure we would have captained him again.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
of course. You can never be mad.
I did read there's 4,000 triple captainers on Palmer.
Jesus,
lovely.
Yeah.
Really, before the double?
Yeah, 4,000.
I'm not going to call them geniuses because that's just luck.
Because they're robots.
I refuse to say, oh, well done. Nope. No way.
Well done, user
well
done, user 7489. Go on.
There was something I wanted to mention about your team. Leno, a few weeks ago, you cussed me and Ray for convincing you to bring him in, and he's now the top scoring goalkeeper in FPL.
The whole game.
Yeah, in FPL, top scoring goalkeeper, and you.
I don't know how. I have no idea how. Because bro,
Clean sheets are dead this season, bro.
you man told me to put him, this is the first time that he's done something, bro. Look through the weeks.
That's not true. That's not
Look
true.
through the weeks. Look through the weeks, bro.
That's not
Telling you,
true.
the guy has been pony, bro. The guy has been
He is
pony.
top scorer.
He's top,
scorer.
he's top.
Oh,
top
mate.
goalkeeper, bro.
Oh,
Sound
mate.
advice. That's what that was, Ray.
Oh,
Never doubt
mate.
yourself. That's the lesson.
Those who can't do teach.
Nah, mate. He's one of the first ones out of my wild card, I'm telling you. But, yeah, man. So, yeah, the fight for getting back in that top 50k. Drop from the 10k, and then I just have to fight for the next few weeks. Let's see what happens.
How far are you from the 10k, roughly? Do you know?
60 points. So not a lot.
Oh, that's switched up quickly, though, isn't it? 60 points in the matter
Bro,
of 2-3 weeks.
Brother, 3
That's
weeks.
nuts. Yes,
Fam,
that's actually
3
crazy.
weeks. Bro, but that's like, it's like 10, maybe 4 weeks. 10, 10, 10, and a 20. Bro,
Yeah.
dumb.
But I guess also that those past few weeks, people were using chips where you weren't. So your gain will come then. Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
So that's one of my things I've got. I've got 3 chips.
Yeah.
So hopefully each chip, hopefully, I say it 3 times for 3 chips. Each one bangs.
Yeah.
I need them all to slap immediately. The bench boost, I'm not relying on the bench boost because I feel like most people are bench boosting at the same time.
Same time, yeah.
37.
Like very
Yeah,
similar
but-
teams as well. Yeah.
Yeah, my free hit and wild card, which I think a lot of people are going to wild card in 35 as well.
Mhm.
Yep.
But yeah, we'll see, man. We just need this free hit to go off. Yeah. Yes, so just a quick check on live rank. It wanted to troll me real quick. It said I was at 1,783 overall rank, but no, it's 82k.
Still.
Yeah. 82. Yeah, 3,000 or what? 10,000 rise. I'm happy.
Well done,
So
RJ. Having a
58,
great
58.
season, especially with all those chips left as well. This is where you're going to
Yeah.
hopefully
Let's
get
see.
the upper hand, man.
Let's see.
So,
Bring me
cool.
back up to where I was, man. Damn. Guys, it's been awful since we haven't been podded. It's been terrible, bro. It's been bad, bro.
I think the missus is higher than you as well at the moment.
She was before the game kicked off.
Okay.
She was before the game kicked off, yeah, by 2 points or something like that. But she won't be anymore.
Hmm.
I would have leapfrogged back over her. We ain't worried about her. Keep it moving.
Speaking of moving, so
Mhm.
as we spoke about earlier, all the fixtures are confirmed now. The doubles, 1 blank with Spurs, and this is where we can really start to plan. So, Law, what chips do you have left, and how are you looking to navigate now until the end of the season?
I have free hit and bench boost left. My Gusto transfer this week was already looking at the double in 35, and the fact that they have a double in 37. It also allows me to keep Son, so I've not had to sell him. So having him for the 35 and 37 as well.
Yeah.
And then it would just be looking at bringing in players that go towards having a good 37. 2 teams that, like, probably Newcastle bringing in Isaac is probably likely my game week 35 transfer, and then maybe a Bruno in 36 as he's got Burnley and then a double.
Yep.
Sorry, Crystal Palace and then a double. Yeah. So it's probably, and then bench boost that. So probably only going to be 2 free transfers, maybe a hit in 37, and then I think I'll be close to a few wildcard teams apart from maybe 1 or 2 players.
Is there any way you can? Oh, go on.
With the discussion around Spurs, so RJ and I have got a wildcard 35. Is if Porro's fit, and I kind of expect him to be from everything I'm kind of hearing at the moment, that Porro and Son are locks in my wildcard. The third asset I've been thinking about is Brennan Johnson. Now, I do understand, obviously, the risk in air quotes, but he starts every game and he's so well priced. Would he be the third asset that you would advocate to bring in? Or would you just go with 2 Spurs assets, which I can also understand?
Yeah, 2. And even I don't know how, I've got Son, but I don't know how effective he's going to be, because the way Postecoglou was talking is against Newcastle, he pretty much said that Richarlison's nearly there, but why take the risk? We're going to need him in 35. like when we come back from this blank. So I think Richarlison will be starting against you guys when we play that game. So Son will then move out to the wing where he's a little bit less effective. But if Son moves out to the wing and Richarlison plays, then that third attacker spot becomes very ambiguous. Is it Werner? Is it Kulusevski? Or is it Johnson? So then that becomes harder to pick out. The safer pick would probably be Maddison, but he's not doing much at the minute. So I probably look at only having 2. Because I think that third spot's going to be really difficult. Or take the risk and get Richarlison.
Yeah, to be honest, I was thinking, like, obviously back what you said, to go with 2, because even with those extras that you just said, your fixtures aren't the best. I mean,
they're not. No.
Burnley is the best game, and Chelsea away, I don't know if you can call that an easy fixture anymore, the way they're playing.
And even
like,
that game, week 36 game in between the 2 doubles is Liverpool. So it's not even like you've got a simple fixture in between. Yeah,
agree.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are going to go in on 3 Spurs assets, maybe 1 defender, but you are going to concede a few goals, and it don't mean you're going to lose the games, but you're definitely going to concede. Like Arsenal, Tottenham is always a goal fest. Chelsea, Tottenham will be cagey. Exactly. Yeah, Burnley, you'll have fun there.
Yeah.
And then Man City, because it's game week 37, bro, that's their second to last game of the season. They have to win.
Yeah.
And I don't know how much motivation you're going to have to want to take points of them and give it to us. So, do you know what I mean? I don't know.
This could be that. Yeah, I had a space earlier today as well, and we were talking about good single game week assets. And the conversation about Brennan Johnson actually came up from someone else. And I said, this is a classic kind of look at the fixtures, look at, and I've been so guilty of it this season, especially, is being blinded by the double game week assets because they have a double game week rather than the quality of the asset and the quality of the team. Now, Spurs are a quality team, but the asset in Brennan Johnson is not consistent enough for me. So I'd probably rather have Foden than a Brennan Johnson gun to the head now, even though Brennan Johnson has all those extra fixtures. I look at someone like Foden, unbelievable asset for the best team, and I'm pretty sure he's going to start all these games now. So that's
guys. Also, like we always forget. Like I am going to try and get as many doublers as possible, but you have to remember that a double game week could end on 2 and 2. And someone can easily just get 9. It happens all the time, and everyone's surprised that it happens. It can happen.
Even worse,
Dennis
get a red card in the first game,
and then there's no second game, bro. It's madness. So like if you haven't got a wild card or a free hit, I won't rip up your team.
Don't panic. Yeah,
100%.
I would not do that. Especially now. Law. Real quick, you said a -4 maybe in 37. Do you think you can avoid a -4 and get it in 35 or 36?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I think that might be better for you, because a lot of people will have that bench boost in 37 like yourself, and they won't be trying to take a hit.
Yeah.
Because they got the wild card before. Sorry, they got the wild card before you to adjust, so they don't have to take a hit, and you'll probably be like the only person taking it. So before you even started, your team's already gonna drop a bit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, it's nice when you're not close to me, isn't it? I can help out as much as I can.
Yeah, I do. We're not even a threat to you. You can just completely chill.
Not even thought about it. Nope, not even the close. Not even, where they are. Don't even check your points.
comes in every episode blind.
I see them every episode. Yep. I swear to you. I just know my points are better than yours. Yep. I just know. Yep. Sorry, guys. Yep. Yeah. But yeah, man. Ray, so what have you got left? Yours, because we've got it's mad. We've all got different chips and slightly different.
We've got chips, but
it's good diversity.
Yeah,
I agree.
So what's yours, Ray?
Yeah, so I have the wild card and the bench boost left. So I've been setting up for 34 to look at having 10 doublers and Haaland, and that's where I am at the moment. And obviously, when we go into my bus team, I'll explain a bit more. But the idea is kind of dead end to 34, always a plan. Wild card 35, and that third Spurs asset was really what was kind of hitting my head, because I want to look at a player like Bruno. I want to look at a few single game week assets as well. And then bench boost in 37. Now the thing about 37 is a lot could be decided by then.
Yeah.
Man City could conceivably have the League One by then. Champions League positions could be.
Wash your mouth. It's not over yet.
Relegations can be. I said could. Relegations could be settled by then. So in 35 with the wild card, even if I pile into triple Man City and pile into teams that still have something to fight for, those free transfers can allow me to maybe, let's just say, remove a Foden if it's already done. Does that make sense?
Yeah, of course.
I don't like having a bench. It's a chip. I really don't like the chip at all. But it's and playing it this late is concerning for me. I don't know how it is for the two of you, but it's like, wow, I've never left it this late before. But hey, that's just.
Do you know what? For me, it kind of feels like back to normal. Like the last few years, I've always had something to disturb it, whether it be the pandemic or the Olympics, just something. The World Cup, sorry, the World Cup about Olympics, something to change it. Whereas I feel like a few years ago, this is how we always used to be. We used to use our chips in the last 5, 6, 7 weeks, and I hated it. And it's just like this seems normal. That game week 37 double used to always seem to be the bench boost or 35. So it just seems a bit more normal to me. But again, in a way, doing so well, yes, it's nice to have these chips. But can I think of a better time could have used them? I'm not too sure. One question I got for you though, Ray. Next time, we're telling you, bro. Free hit, save it. Don't do it on the blank. You're gonna back us.
Dude, I had like 3 players available.
Yeah, but we told you long time before that. You told you long time before that. You're gonna back us next time. You're gonna back us. You're gonna back us. You're gonna back us. Come on, back us.
Yeah, okay, I will.
Good man. That's all I wanted. He's not gonna back us next time. I know.
Nah, not at all. I just wanted
that conversation.
Just wanted
Oh gosh. So yeah, so as you said already, I've got my free hit, my wild card, and my bench boost left. It's quite straightforward. Free hit in 34, as I've been saying before. 35 is gonna be my wild card, and then bench boost in 37. Don't think I've ever deviated off that. Maybe in my thoughts, but not really. I want to roll my transfer in 36. Hate using a wild card and then doing transfer straight after. I was like, did I not choose well? And then going to 37 with 2 free transfers. And depending on how I do in these next few weeks, maybe a -4 just to really make sure it happens for that game week. But yeah, man, it's quite straightforward.
Excellent. So moving specifically to the double game week in 34. RJ, maybe we'll start with you. What kind of fixtures, but of course assets, are you really looking to target, stroke, advocate, you know?
For 34. So I want to get the 3 Arsenal assets. I want to get 2 attackers and a defender. And it's weird because the Man City assets, you're kind of dropping off them, and we want to get the Liverpool assets. Liverpool having a fantastic double. Fulham away, unfortunately, and then away at Everton. Now, Everton, normally they should change their... We should see a different Everton because of Derby, right? But after seeing the way Chelsea are dismantling them, I don't know, man. I just think they're just going to lay down. Yeah, so yeah. The doubles are an easy pick. I'm a bit annoyed that I won't be able to, or I might have to keep Isaac in for this game week about a double because Isaac is on fire. Fire.
Let me interrupt you for a second. Who's the second Arsenal attacker you're thinking of?
Havertz and Saka.
Okay.
Or Havertz and Odegaard. Because I'm in that free hit, I might come off Saka because I think there's other players that are getting forward more.
Is there any news on Odegaard?
What do you mean?
Didn't he come off in the game against Villa?
Yeah, I think that was just for Champions League.
Agree.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, it was a very, very, very bad decision. But same for Ben White as well. Same for Ben White. It was because we might as well do it quickly. We dominated them in the first half. And I think because we weren't taking chances, we just assumed that we would finish one of them towards the end of the game, and then he took off Odegaard and he took off Ben White. I understand why, because of Champions League, but he brought the Emile Smith Rowe. It was bad. We got dominated, and they didn't even have Douglas Luiz. It's just no opportunities, nothing.
Second half, we just got outclassed, Law, to be honest with you. You know, it was coming the whole time. And, you know, I don't agree with Gary Neville in regards to Arsenal a lot. I do think he's very good, but when it comes to Arsenal and Man U, I think he's skewed sometimes. But I agree. I said you need to bring on some central midfield control, and he never did.
Yeah.
And Ben White was on a yellow card and getting dominated by Zaniolo in the second half. And I do think Ødegaard he was just spent the amount of pressing he had to do the whole time.
So well, though.
The first half, I thought we were absolutely brilliant. But in the second half, when you don't take the chances, and Aston Villa are a phenomenal counter-attack team. But in the second half, they deserved it. I got no arguments. But Isak, so you're talking about
Isak. Yeah, I think he's against Crystal Palace.
I think it's harder for you than it is for me because I don't have him in my team. It's easy for me to not bring him in. But for you, you have to physically take him out of your team, which is a much harder decision.
But it's a free hit, so he'll be back in my team afterwards.
No, I know, but I just mean for this week. Just for this week.
Especially, And I think a lot of people are targeting Crystal Palace assets because, yes, Newcastle dominated you, man. But normally they do concede a couple goals, even though they're playing
away from home as well.
Away from home. So a lot of people are going for Mateta, a lot of people looking at Elise and Eze, rightly so. Elise could have had a couple goals as well over the weekend, but it just wasn't quite completely fit. And
when those two play together, it's just different.
Crystal Palace are
Crystal Palace are brilliant.
Football. Yeah, so I feel like I'm going to have 3 assets from Palace as well. Maybe maximum 2. Minimum 2. I'll probably have Eze or Elise, and I'll have Mitchell. Yeah. Oh, and Mateta is an option as well, but Kunar's back, and I love Kunar, so it probably bro. I can go through. There's a few fixtures, man. What about you two? What are you guys thinking?
Law, after you.
Yeah, so similar vein. The Palace assets, Eze and Mateta. Arsenal. I've got 2 options in my head. I don't know which one to do, which is to either have 2 defenders and Saka or 1 defender, Saka and Havertz. Liverpool, I'm looking at 1 defender, Salah and Diaz. I don't want to go to Darwin. I just don't fancy it at all. Solanke is an option, a great option as well. I think Villa and Wolves he's got, and he's in good form. Mainly looking at the doubles, and I'm also looking to keep Haaland. I don't actually want to get rid of Haaland in the free hit. I want to keep him against Brighton, because I just think I don't want to do 100% double game week. There's always a single game kid that's gonna outscore, and I'm just going with.
Honestly, I want to see everyone's fixtures move. I know.
Top asset from a top team, isn't it? And look, exactly. Cunha, awesome player. We're all fans of Cunha. Start of the season, we waxed lyrical about how he performed against Man United. Yeah. But you know, when we rely on Solanke, Cunha, Neto in the past, I've been guilty of Hwang. You know, players who are decent players for decent teams, poor teams. We ignore, even with a single game week, the top players from a top team. Yeah. So this is where it's could be an advantage that I don't have the free hit chip because I'm going to play Haaland.
You're forced to play those single game weeks.
And I think Haaland's going to be a differential. If he scores, I think I'm getting a green because of him, because I think a lot of people are going to be chipping or actually taking him out this game week.
I'm taking him out. I'm going to be
so personally. So I currently have Van Dijk. I've got triple Liverpool already. I've got Luis, Salah, and Van Dijk.
Yeah.
But I think if you're free hitting, is Jota and Trent and Robbo would be really interesting assets, because Robbo was incredible offensively against Crystal Palace. And the clearance off the line, I don't know if you saw it, it was absolutely brilliant. Because Mateta did a wonderful job chipping Alisson. And I think Jota, when Jota plays, they're just different. He is probably their best finisher all in all. You know, he really does take his opportunities when he gets them. Darwin is just an awful finisher. He's just a disgrace of a finisher. The amount of times I literally repost my Andy Carroll pick, because I'm just like, this guy is just runs around and just can't finish, you know. But I think Jota being back, I think Fulham or Everton, there's going to be like a slapping going on here. And I think Jota's going to be involved, personally.
I can't believe the guys are so behind Darwin. It's just ridiculous the way this guy plays. He's pony.
Yeah.
Absolute madness.
His runs are incredible. Runs are incredible.
Oh, it's off the run stuff.
His
off the
shot
stuff
selection, like when he's in front of goal, the shot that he chooses to take is ridiculous. Even when he scores the goal, it's like there was a better option.
Yeah. He says you chose the harder way of scoring and somehow it went in.
He's just a bad player, isn't he?
The thing is, with having two attackers with Liverpool, it's going to be dangerous because we've seen it many times over the double game weeks. They always chop and change because they've got attacking. They've got Gakpo, they've got Jota, they've got Salah, they've got Darwin. I'm missing someone else. Who have they got? Who am I missing? There's someone else. Diaz. There we go.
Oh, okay. You said him in the beginning.
So all those guys
can sometimes play wide as well, isn't it?
Exactly. They don't always play both games. So it's like you'll go for say, let's go Jota, and Jota might not play both, or he might play only 15 of each because he just comes out of injury. Yeah. Same with Diaz, same with Darwin. Darwin has been started as well, and all of a sudden
Salah's the only guarantee.
Salah's the only one that we think, and even then,
sometimes
exactly,
it's happened. Yeah.
So I feel like so that's the only thing I've done so far on my free hit. Hence why I haven't brought one up. Is I brought in Trent after I saw Bradley get injured because I thought that's an easy one to do. But beforehand I was thinking Robertson straight away and Salah, and then I think I'm gonna go safe and try to play Luis Diaz because I feel like he is the only person if they take out they'll really suffer. So I think it has to be Darwin that goes out for whatever he wants to do. It can't be Diaz. Diaz is
he's been there.
They bring too much, bro. Trust me, more than Salah.
He's been their best player.
Yeah.
More than Salah, exactly. More than Salah.
So I do wonder if they will even bother try to move Diaz. But yeah, I think 3 assets from Liverpool is a need. A couple assets from Palace. Arsenal, of course. Yeah, Ray, your thoughts?
Ray, you're probably good to give us the eye on the single game week players that you think are going to stand out.
Yeah, because you're kind of.
So I'm thinking another one, if I could say, is Diaz from Sheffield United. He's been their most dangerous player, and home to Burnley could be a game where he does very well. But from a single game week assets, I think Foden's a brilliant one. I think Haaland's a brilliant one. I think Isak and Gordon, because Gordon was electric as well against Spurs. Those would be the assets that really would excite me. And also Watkins. Watkins against Bournemouth. I think they're going to create a lot of opportunities. And recently, I think Watkins has not been, his normal self, but against Arsenal, despite the fact in the first half we had him on lock, the second half he came into his own. So, yeah, I think those would be the assets that if I had them, I don't think I'd be quick to kind of, sell them, if you know what I mean. So that's what I'm thinking.
All right, then. So before we go into our bus teams, let's have a quick break.
And we are back to finish this episode off with our bus teams and free hit drafts. But before we do that, let's just do a quick reminder to like and subscribe on the video, and also follow us on X. My handle's @_only1. RJ, is he there?
Mine is @only1_law.
And I'm @Ray_Cure. You can also follow us, Only One Bonus Point with the number 1, and email us, onlyoneBonusPoint@gmail.com with the number 1.
Ray, is this your team?
Yes, it is. So current bus team, 2 free transfers, 2.5 million in the bank. Got Dubravka, Gabriel, Van Dijk, Zabanyi. Salah captain, it hasn't moved. Luis Diaz, Saka Vice, Palmer, Haaland, Mateta, Solanke. Benches, Turner, Garnacho, Taylor, Udogie. So these are my thoughts. Is Garnacho to Eze. And probably Dubravka to Raya. I was previously thinking of doing Dubravka to Henderson. Is it Henderson? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a Palace one, right? Sorry.
Yeah.
Henderson? Yeah, Dean Henderson. and Garnacho to Havertz. But from what I've seen from Eze, considering it's just a 1 week punt for me, I think he looks spectacular. And he's playing again. Now, he's not reliable health-wise. He always breaks down. But when he does play, I think having Eze and Mateta will keep me, hopefully, in line with the free hitters. So that's my thoughts.
I think you've done
what do you guys think?
very well to dead end into this week with this team.
Yeah.
I
think some of the fixtures turned nice for you when they were announced, the Game Week 34 fixtures. But yeah, you've done very well. Like, you haven't taken many hits these last couple of weeks, have you?
I don't think I've taken one since the free hit in 29.
Lovely. Yeah, there you go. Well, that says a lot because I saw you've been flying up the tables recently anyway. So, what are you gonna do with Taylor? Or are you just gonna wait for your
wild card, right?
Wild card, isn't it?
Yeah,
man. I think you're good.
Yeah.
How many doubles is that?
I would do exactly what you're saying. He'll have
10.
He'll have full
10
team,
in Holland. 10 in Holland.
10 in Holland. Yeah. Salah captain. Any other captainers that you think are worth a shot?
Eze, if you're really feeling lucky, but
spicy.
That's hella spicy. Eze, crazy.
Yeah, but it really is just Salah. And then honestly, if it wasn't Salah, it would be Saka. Actually, joking aside. But a lot depends, of course, what happens on Wednesday. I could foresee another 120 minutes against Bayern. So that's me. And then 35. I mean, next week we'll do our wildcard draft, RJ. That'll be an exciting episode as well. But I'm probably going to make about 12, 13 changes. Honestly, a lot of these guys will not be in that wildcard.
Really?
Yeah. Honestly, the only couple I could tell you right now.
Yeah, I can see it.
Dubravka, Palmer, and Haaland. That's it.
Yeah.
What? No Saka? No Salah?
Why? They don't have doubles.
Fair. Yeah, man, you done well. But projected 105. Yeah, you can't be too mad at that.
No, it's a good team. It's a good team.
RJ, to you, sir?
I mean, this is just my bus team. So
like,
91. But yeah, as it stands, I haven't really done much in terms of my free hit.
To put a disclaimer out there.
Yeah, I haven't. People looking like, People look like, what?
What is this guy playing?
I'll just do that, and you tell me what you're thinking.
I don't know why you even put it up in the first place. I was like, what's he doing? Like, why are you trying to make me look like a mook?
Because you were indecisive all day. So
I won't be indecisive. Look, there's no exposure because I will say it straight. Man, don't care. Yeah, I haven't looked too deep into my free hit yet. I know there's a couple people that I know that's going to be in my team. I'm going to go for Trent. I'm going to look at Salah and Diaz. I think those are the ones I want to go for in terms of Liverpool assets. Arsenal assets, I think I'm going to switch it up on Saka, have Havertz and Ben White for those assets, and then maybe an Odegaard or Trossard, depending on how we do in against Bayern. And then the Palace assets, I want Henderson.
Hold on.
Elise.
Martinelli, RJ, is it really just he's not going to start?
He might start because he's
better off getting Jesus, right?
Bayern. I could see him start against Bayern.
Be better off getting Jesus than Martinelli, right?
Yeah, but Jesus doesn't score.
Yeah, I know.
He just doesn't score.
I'm just saying instead of Martinelli. I'm not saying he's the best option.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's like, I just got to be honest. It's the same way I wouldn't bring in Darwin. It's the same way I wouldn't bring in Jesus. He just doesn't finish. Like it's like, I've said that now he'll score in a double game. We go, JJ scored. But he just doesn't usually score.
It's not consistent. That's
it really isn't.
It's not consistent.
I guess if there's 1 week to take a punt, it's this week.
Yeah.
But yeah, Havertz is a definite for me, and Ben White is a definite for me. If it wasn't going to be Ben White, it'd be David Raya. And the Palace assets, Mateta, Elise, and Henderson for me. I think Mitchell's a very good shout. Eze is an amazing shout. I just want to go slightly different, it being a 1 week punt, and go Elise, because Elise looked very good in the game, but he just didn't score. So
before we go to Law's draft, is if you had a selection between Eze, stroke Elise, or Havertz, who would you go for and why? Because obviously we've got the Champions League happening on Wednesday as well. Who would you go for?
I would probably go for. Let me look at this. Again. I'll probably go for Havertz because of what happened last week against Aston Villa. This week against Aston Villa. I just feel like when it comes to our goals and assists, Havertz is always amongst it. And because it's a 1 week punt, I really want to bring him in. But if it wasn't a 1 week punt, if it's in your situation, I'll probably go with Eze because it's a safer option.
It is a 1 week punt though, because I'm wildcarding in 35. So it is a 1 week punt. So who do you go for?
Yeah, Havertz.
And Lord, I'll go to you
for me, Havertz as well. I pick Havertz.
Yeah, Havertz.
Just what you were talking about before, Ray. Your exact point. The better player that plays for the better team over the good player that plays for the mid team, and that's what I would base it on.
Yeah, and he's fighting for. We're fighting for more. I mean, it's after that. Arsenal love to do this whenever we want to. That win would have set us apart from everybody and given us like a lot of leeway, a lot of pressure off our backs, and we never win those games.
Yeah,
we never take that initiative. I was like, this is a pressure game, and we just didn't do it. But now that we're behind again, we will batter whoever we play next. And then if City win all the games, it doesn't matter, right? So it's just one of those things. I just see us doing very well against Wolves, and I don't see us having a problem with Chelsea at home. So yeah, I just think he's the better shout for that. Whereas Palace,
you don't know what you're gonna get. You generally don't know what you're gonna get.
Fair.
But again, I'm going for both of them, so I'm covering both bases there. So yeah.
Are there any other kind of assets you feel like you're locked into? Any single game weekers or not? Just all double?
No, I'm going against Haaland as well. Because I really want to fly back up this table. I've been relying on this free hit for a while. We said it from game week 29. This is what I'm doing. So week before then, I said it was gonna be poor. I just want to make sure that I take full advantage. Do I think Haaland is gonna haul? No, because he hasn't done it in a long time. But maybe that's the reason why he would. But I'm just gonna go against it this time. I always seem to back him. I've had him captain many a times, and he's
not been that guy this season.
He's not been that guy. He really hasn't. No. I think City haven't been that team, but they just seem to be plugging away.
They're getting better as the season goes on.
Exactly.
As always.
I think Kuna is someone that's going to go under the radar in terms of the double game week assist. Even when they lose, he's always a guy that seems to get a goal. Huang will be back, but I think Kuna is the one, and Sarabia. Eight Nori. I don't know how close. I don't know how good or close Eight Nori is back to
playing again, because he was playing out of position. He was playing really high up when
forward,
he was bro.
Yeah. And so these are a lot of affordable people that you can bring into your team and still get everyone. Like I feel like with my free hit, I feel like I would have like 6 or 8 million in the bank. So I won't have any pressure to bring anybody in. So yeah,
cool.
Lo, what are you telling me?
So this is a free hit draft that I did today.
He ain't bringing in Pickford, I'll tell you that.
After what they did,
you know that's changing.
This is subject to change though, because this is the very first draft.
Of course, yeah.
But yeah, so what I'm looking at for those listening is Pickford in goal, White and Gabriel in defense, along with Robertson. In midfield, I'll have Salah, Diaz, Saka, and Eze up front. Solanke, Mateta, and Haaland. And the bench I kind of just threw in there. It's got Neto, Munoz, Trusty, and McCarthy.
He's not African.
I am.
McCarthy.
That's projected 114.6. The only other option I was looking at was I think I might have saved it. Let me tell the truth.
How often do you lie to us, Law?
Every week.
often.
Every week.
Good to see you guys. There's a lie already.
Yeah, this is straight off the bat. How are you? I don't care.
See everyone, now you can see who the real Law is. This is the real
There
Law.
it is, all coming out. I told you weren't the nice one. You guys didn't believe me. What was that? You said that was some vim, capital D, capital H.
Did I not save it? I don't think I saved it.
Law, are you to double defense, or are you toying with double attacks?
The other option was to have one defender from Arsenal, bring in Havertz, but I think that meant also getting rid of Haaland. So I would have Trent instead of Robertson because I've got more money. The third defender, I think I had it as I just kept Muniz actually, and put Gabriel down to someone who was going to bench, and then I would have McAtee as Havertz, and then whoever I bring Haaland down to. Yeah, that's because I've kept Haaland in it. So if I have Haaland down, I think I had like 4-point-something million in the bank afterwards. So Haaland down to, I can't remember who it was. It might have been Kuna. I can't remember, but yeah, it was Haaland down to another doubler, Trent in for Robertson, and Havertz in for
McAtee.
Yeah.
So it would be a 3-5-2 with Cunha on the bench.
Exactly, yeah.
So you've toyed with any other captain's options?
No, like I said, I just knocked this up today. So, but even looking at it now, I only see Salah being my captain. I don't see it moving from him.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. The more I see Luis Diaz, the more I'm like, ooh, that could be a good captain.
Yeah, it's just the risk of rotation scares me more than whether I think he's going to get points or not.
But you agreed with me earlier. We don't think he's the one to be rotated.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean it won't happen.
Yeah.
Whereas Salah, I see it a lot less with Salah than I do with Diaz, which is why my armband's on Salah.
Yeah, I'd say Diaz is, we mentioned it earlier, but definitely the most dangerous attacker so far in the last month.
Yeah.
But also, I think from the left, he really makes them tick as well, because who else would they play on the left? Gakpo, he likes central areas more. Diaz, again, he's a chaos machine. He's a chaos machine, Darwin, isn't it? So he'd play there just for running around.
Yeah.
But Luis Diaz on the ball is definitely much more exciting. But I mean, I've seen some people look at the likes of McAllister, but that's simply just to have minutes.
Yeah, I was gonna say another nice option. I think McAllister. Someone else brought him in, a few weeks back, and I thought that was an awful shout. And he scored. I think that was his first goal he scored in ages. And then since then, the guy has been crazy for FPL. And I just think where people are trying to, keep Haaland in and find a way to get certain players, and having someone like McAllister, it's a cheap option. Was he 5.5, 5.6? Yeah, man. I don't think it's the worst. I don't think it's the worst because he just seems to matter. He seems to pop up at the most random times, and with their games they've got, he's one player that you can play both games. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Going back to the armband, one other thing I was thinking as well is most people use their free hit in 29. So my free hit is already kind of differential on its own.
Differential, so don't change.
I don't need to go extra and change the captain from who I think's going to be the most captain.
I'm listening.
Talk to me.
Okay, I know. Law's looking right at me saying, hey, don't be greedy. But I want to.
No. Don't fall into old habits.
I know. It's definitely not worth it. But yeah. Law, it's a very good free hit. To be honest, not far off of what the only thing I think I would have changed for. The only differences I think is I wouldn't have Solanke, I wouldn't have double Arsenal. I definitely wouldn't have Pickford, and I'm going to
You wouldn't have Solanke. That's interesting. Why is that?
Yeah,
you're not been a fan
before.
Of him, have you?
No. I had him. I had him, and he did well for me. I thought after he dropped off that purple patch, he's now found another one. I just think it's too late.
Yeah, he was nursing an injury, wasn't it? I think he's got over that now, which is why we're seeing his form back up again.
Yeah, that's what I said. He's back on another purple patch. And I just think maybe...
Pardon me.
I don't know. I think
What's the
Kuna
front line then?
looks better for me. I haven't got one yet, but
Just thinking out
it
loud.
was Kuna. Yeah, exactly. Kuna, Mateta, and who's another double game weeker? Oh, and Darwin actually. Darwin.
Oh, yeah.
In the
That
double,
bad.
yeah. In that double, yeah.
I refuse. He can go off if he wants to. I refuse to have him back in my
Yeah,
team.
me too.
Absolute
Yeah.
pony.
I can't do it anymore.
I feel like, do you know what?
It's me saying that makes you want
that makes you want to do it.
Yeah. He's gonna bang a hat trick against Everton.
Absolutely. He's gonna go. Oh,
how like poetic would that be in FPL?
Yeah.
The worst player.
Everyone, I was cussing everyone for doing it. Cussing everyone. Everyone did it, and like he scored once or twice, and he's just been awful. And I've always been against him. And then the one time I'm like, yeah, let me do it, and then he goes off. I'll be gassed.
Yeah.
I'll be so gassed. You know Sheldon you know they're on a mystery tour, and he brings a bowling ball for no reason, and then they go to the bowling alley. It's like my brain is better than everybody. I just need it. But I doubt it. To be honest, it should be Mateta, Kuna, and Solanke. Now that I look back, Bournemouth, they're doubles. I don't know.
The doubles
Villa and Wolves. They're both away though. They're both away. So's Liverpool's, but they're fighting for more. And they're playing Fulham and Everton. I don't know. I think I might go Darwin, who is a terrible.
So
finisher.
would you have 3 attackers then? Salah, Diaz, Darwin.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, and no defender.
Ooh, yeah. Then no Darwin. Salah, Diaz.
I genuinely
Diaz,
I think
Salah, Diaz,
Solanke. I think you
Salah,
will get
Diaz,
Solanke though. I think you'll get Solanke personally.
Yeah,
I think your draft will have Solanke, Mateta, and Kuna.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm kind of happy I don't have free hit, honestly, because of this.
This is a great problem to have. I don't know what you're talking about.
Haaland's going to bang in a hat trick, man.
If I use that free hit,
Haaland's going to bang in a hat trick, man. Haaland's going to bang in a hat trick. I don't want him to, but I could see him doing it.
Brighton away, yeah?
Yeah, Brighton a shit defense.
Yeah, Brighton awful defense.
Please,
language,
miracle.
What's your language? Gosh. Potty mouth. But yeah, all right. For win.
That was hilarious.
Are you all right?
Did you know what happened?
Yeah. I said, are you all right, Ray? Like,
you didn't, bro.
Why are you hovering over my face, bro?
Don't tell me not to swear, okay?
No. Anyway,
he's gonna get me back.
Anyway,
before this ending.
No, ain't got time for it.
It's too easy, isn't it?
Too easy. I'll get you in my own time. Yeah.
It will be scathing.
Listen, so obviously me and Laura are not set for our free hits, not even close. They're going to change plenty of times. We're going to be looking at press conferences. We're going to look at injuries. We are going to be looking at those Champions League and Europa League games before we finalize, and any leaks as well. So, yeah, cuz I might try to drop a couple free hit screenshots on my X. You might do the same, I guess, but for now, guys, just make sure you take a look at all those sheets that everyone's putting out, that great content that Ben Crellin updates every 5 seconds, to make sure you're planned and ready. And please don't click your chips wrong. Please. This is not the time for it. Not the time for making mistakes. All right.
Don't fall asleep for deadline.
Don't miss the deadlines. Don't do a law. Don't miss the deadlines.
Don't. I promise you don't want to miss. Set your bus teams as well. Set them teams.
But I mean, you really shouldn't have to this week because there should be no mistakes. Don't ever make a mistake on a double game week. If you do, just don't sign up next year. It's just don't. Not on a double game week, man. Not on a double game week. But yes, cuz I think that's us. Ray, what are we saying? You nervous? You nervous of the free hitters?
No, it's still, joking aside, it's still advantage for the free hitters, but there'll be some single game week assets that will haul this game week. It's guaranteed.
It won't be Haaland.
It will.
It won't be Haaland. It won't be Haaland.
Okay.
You keep telling it sort out.
Yeah.
It won't be Haaland. Oh, you have him as well. Sorry, Lord. Yeah, you won't. Yeah. You have to say that. Okay. It's cool. All right, guys. I'll catch you next week in game week 34 after our points are finalized and Law goes first again. But yes, Law, do you know what? Yeah, actually, Law, if you go first, after free hitting a rate the beast in this game. Okay, just yes. All right. But yes, don't forget, tune in next week, like, share, subscribe. We have been your hosts. My name is RJ.
I'm Law.
And I'm Ray.
Thanks everyone for listening, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Peace.